Yeah, thanks, Mark. I think one of the things that struck me today, from our point of view, from UNISON, is, you know, we've come a long way in building for this strike, and to see it happen actually, and to happen successfully, has been a real job of work. And I think we should be patting ourselves on the back today. But I mean, it's not just the fact that we got this far, but I spoke to a rep who, we spoke openly about the fact that he didn't agree with this tactic. He didn't agree, and he voted against, but he lost the vote. And once the union's taken a position, and we stand together and we act as one, we don't individually decide whether to cross a picket line or to support the strike, depending on how you voted. You support the strike. If your comrades in your union have voted to go out, you support it, and he showed by example precisely that principle. That fundamental question about union organisation, that we act as one. That's what a union means. And so we've shown today and yesterday that we do have collective strength, that we can shut buildings down, we can cancel, we can hurt management by taking action unless they listen to us. But to go forward, it's not just about acting as one and united we stand and all those other slogans, but it's also about educate, agitate and organise, which is another key demand of the union movement. A slogan that means something. It means a lot, because we do need to organise. We need to go out and build where we're not strong, not just among the students but the staff as well. We need to rework our relationships with staff who didn't feel comfortable about this. Let's be honest, there were many. But we've shown them it was the right thing to do. Management were only willing to go to ACAS after we threatened industrial action. This complete lie, this disingenuous idea that we're all in the same boat, as Alf Morris would like to think. Well, we're not in the same boat. They're only willing to talk to us when we threaten action, and we're going to bring them back to the table from this, I've no doubt about that. But we need to go out and organise. We need to rebuild our strength, and we need to show them that this is just the beginning, and we're going to go out there and we're going to go forth and multiply. So it's been brilliant. Pat yourselves on the back, and see you next time. Cheers.
I think the only thing I would add to that particularly is that we know this last 2 days both UNISON and UCU have recruited new members on the picket line for people who weren't in a union, who wanted to stand and fight. We know there's now an appetite to fight back. What we need to do is take that appetite back in, and as Matt said, reorganise, rebuild and actually refocus. And we can do that so much stronger now that we've actually got the students on board. That makes such a fundamental difference, because we've got unity between UCU, between UNISON and between the students. And now we have to, in a sense, maximise on that. So we go in on Monday with our heads held high, but actually with our join here forms as well, because that's what we need to be doing. Anybody else? Yep, well, there we go.
Hi, God, this has been exhausting, but it's also been brilliant, and the sun has finally come out. But I think it's going to stay out for a change. I think it's going to stay out because actually we are going to win this. There have been pickets everywhere, there have been staff out campaigning everywhere, and everywhere buildings have been closing and lectures have not taken place and seminars have not taken place. And that, in a sense, is our achievement in terms of these 2 days, but clearly that isn't what we want to do. Clearly we have a common purpose with our students in actually working with our students as lecturers, as teachers, and as people who actively care in promoting the interests of this university. We also share, I think, a common purpose with some of our management who may believe that. And that common purpose can only be taken forward by constructive dialogue of a meaningful kind, by negotiation if there's dispute, by ACAS if necessary. I urge Alfred Morris now to go to ACAS to begin to discuss seriously our proposals. Because quite frankly, the only reason that we're not at ACAS is because he knows that once we start to seriously discuss our proposals, he will see that our proposals are the correct ones, and our ideas as to how you take this university forward in a constructive, positive manner for the future of London and for the future of London education. Once he begins to engage with us, at that point he must begin to agree with us, and he must see that our purpose is his common purpose. Thank you very much. It's been great. These 2 days have been great. Okay, thank you.
Alright, well, I suppose I can do what Max did yesterday, just to round it off. We'll have they say cutback, we say paper. How about that?
Any other speakers?
Unless there's other speakers.
No.
Sorry, there they go. You can give it a chance.
Yeah, it's been quite a struggle to engage with constructive consultation and negotiations with management here at London Met to try and achieve a common aim to try and come to a reasonable understanding as to how we can save the university, the reputation of the university, and get constructive dialogue with management. The way in which that they've dealt with the situation is just to look at the savings they need to make because of the clawback by HEFC. We've put forward several alternative proposals as to how they can achieve those savings, which won't have such a detrimental impact to the student experience and the students here at London Met. And it seems to be quite frustrating that it keeps to be falling on deaf ears a great deal of the time. I remember when we started consultation and negotiations with management in regards to trying to achieve that aim for us. I did actually have a full head of hair at the time, but it started to drizzle out every time I hear some of their explanations as to what their cost improvement plans constitute. And the only thing that keeps me going and keeps the rest of the union going and the students going is the passion we feel for defending education for the students and the long-term survival of this university that has a great reputation in delivering high-quality standard of teaching and education. And we want to preserve the long-term viability for those in widening participation who need our support and don't want to see this university go down in further decline. So I'm so pleased that so many people have turned out here today and yesterday, and the students are showing their sympathy, understanding, and by working together I'm sure we can achieve our long-term and short-term aims to continue this fine university with the fine staff we've got employed in it.